50 years ago, in the tongue of Linden, this event, that's Jonel's tongue, Jonel Doris, one of the senior advisors to the mayor. 50 years ago, this event was started by two men to celebrate Guyana's republic, Basil Butcher and Jimmy Hamilton. And then it went to Georgetown, and the celebration continues on to today. So clap yourself, Guyanese. It is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce to you tonight the First Lady of the City of New York. Wait a minute. As First Lady of New York City, Shirlane McCray has redefined the role of First Lady, managing a robust portfolio to advance an ambitious agenda in support of all of you, all New Yorkers. Clap yourself for that. Nationally recognized as a powerful champion for mental health reform and dubbed one of Time magazine's 50 most influential people in healthcare for 2018. Ms. McCray created Thrive NYC. I know you know about that. Thrive NYC, the most comprehensive mental health plan of any city or state in this nation. She also spearheads the city's Thrive Coalition with more than 200 mayors, county officials, and thought leaders from all 50 states, advocating for a more integrated and better funded behavioral health system. A lifelong activist and writer and poet, First Lady McCray continues to fight for gender equity and LGBTQ rights, support survivors of gender-based violence, and create a more inclusive New York City. She brings her deeply held commitment to the mental health and well-being of people and communities to everything she does. It is your time now to welcome the passionate First Lady of the City of New York.
Yes, thank you. Whoa, what an introduction. I want to keep him. Hey, wasn't that amazing? Oh, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gracie Mansion. This is the people's house. This is your house, and you are always welcome here. You all look so wonderful. Can you turn to each other and say, I celebrate you tonight? Yeah, that's right. On this 50th anniversary of Guyana's independence, let me ask you, are you ready to celebrate 50 years of Guyanese greatness? Yeah! Are you ready for the next generation of Guyanese Americans to change the world? Are you ready to show your Guyanese pride? Yeah, let me hear you. Yeah, that's better. Well, your city is proud of you. We love you. We love all that you bring to New York City. We love the spicy pepper pot and the gorgeous swirl of saris in Little Guyana. We love the bumpin' chutney at Ozone Park and the late night calypso in Richmond Hill. But even more than all of that, we love the Guyanese people. This is a community that lifts people up and stays together no matter what. And sometimes, we all need a little help from our friends. Am I right? That's why we started Thrive NYC. Because as you probably have heard from me, 1 out of 5 of us experiences a mental health condition in any given year. All of our families, we are all touched by this. There's no individual this, individual that. We all are somebody's child. Am I right? Yes. That's right. But here are some real headlines. Half of all mental health conditions begin, all lifetime mental health conditions begin by or before the age of 14. Did you know that? No, I know, right? Well, we've known this for a long time. We have to pay attention to our children, not write off their behavior. People wait an average of 10 years before getting help. Did you know that? No. 10 years. No disease gets better if you wait, does it? No. And less than half of those people who need treatment don't get it. Yeah, it's a shame. It really is, because we know how to treat this. We have so many services, and people need to get access to it. Now, I am a granddaughter of the Caribbean. I grew up here, but I could tell you we never talked about any of this. Not the feelings or the emotions or any of it. Does anyone else have a family like mine? Well, that is why education is so important. Talking about mental health helps eliminate the stigma and the misconceptions that people have. And this is something that every single one of us can do, ourselves and for our families and for our community. So you can call 1-888-NYC-WELL and speak to a trained counselor to talk through a problem. If you don't know what to do about it, you can talk to somebody for free. Did you hear me say free? Free. Yeah, what'd I say? Free. You can call 1-888-NYC-WELL if a family or a family member or a friend is drinking too much alcohol or is struggling with addiction. And you know what? It's free. Right? You can call 1-888-NYC-WELL if you want mental health first aid training to learn more about mental health and be better able to help your family or your community. Can you say mental health first aid training with me? Mental health first aid training. And how do you get it? You call that number. 1-888-NYC-WELL. Let's do that one more time. What is it? 888-NYC-WELL. Mental health first aid training. So that number is like one-stop shopping. You can get information, you can get connected to training, you can get connected to services, or you can just talk to somebody. And it's free. You got there before me. So what's the number? 1-888-NYC-WELL. And how much does it cost? Free. Can I count on all of you to spread the word so all of our people can thrive? Yes. Great. You know, Guyanese Americans know how to live life with joy and bring its fullest and live life to its fullest, and they generously bring all of us along with you. We are so fortunate to have you as friends and New Yorkers. I congratulate you on this golden anniversary for the Golden Arrowhead. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce a man who cares deeply for this community, the love of my life, my partner and mayor, Bill de Blasio.
You've done good.
Thank you, baby.
Welcome home, everybody. 50 years. Half a century. Remember, back then they said these new dynamic nations would never make it. Right? Remember. Back then, all the naysayers, all the doubters, all the people said, not only Guyana, but so many other nations weren't ready. Well, half a century ready, half a century later, half a century strong, Guyana has proven amazing, amazing things over half a century. You feeling proud tonight? Yes! For the first time ever in the history of, well, let me ask you this. and we love Guyana, we love all the cities and towns, but can you agree with me maybe that this is the greatest city in the world right here? Can you say that? Okay. Since we have established that fact, for the first time here in the seat of power, in the official residence, for the first time in the history of New York City, Guyana is celebrated at Gracie Mansion. And you have earned it. You have earned it. Everyone in this room, I love you for your pride. I love you for your pride. I love you for your pride in your homeland. I know how committed you are to your homeland. I know how close you feel to your homeland. But I also love you because of everything you do to make New York City great. Everyone in this room. So this is a celebration of Guyana. It's a celebration of heritage, but it's also a celebration of how everything that Guyana sent us made us better here in New York City. This is a thank you. We're sending a big thank you note to Guyana for making New York City better, for giving us its best. Now, I want to say, you heard from her heart that our First Lady, how she cares for everyone here, everyone in the city. And she likes to get a little deep into talking about her passion, which is mental health. But she does it out of love, and she does it to deputize you. She does it to ask you to become ambassadors and educators and forces of inspiration to help people feel okay about themselves and get the help they need. Will you do that for her? Yes! Let's give her a round of applause to thank her for all she has done. Guyana has sent many great people to New York City. As I said, I've met many. One I have met, I think, even though he's a great person, I think he may be superhuman. He is sitting here on the stage. From the first day I met Pastor James Richmond, I said, whatever he's eating for breakfast, I want to eat for breakfast. He was one of the people, I can honestly say, one of the architects of the effort that brought Charlene and I to City Hall to begin with. He is a well-respected member of our Clergy Advisory Council. Every time I turn to him, something good happens. And he called me, and I'm going to use an edgy word here. He called me with a certain obsessive interest in having this event. He said, we have to have an event for the 50th anniversary. I'm like, yeah. I said, okay, James, that's great. He's like, no, we really have to have an event. I'm like, I got you, brother, I got you. So, and he has put his heart and soul. I know so many other people here have done so much. But I want to give credit where credit's due. We have this amazing gathering because one man had a heart and soul to say it had to happen, and here we are. Let's thank James Richmond. Right up front here. Slow down now, slow down. Hold on. Hey, brother, be careful what you wish for. Okay. I'm second, now I'm warming to this idea, okay? So, right up front here, we got a lot of great public servants, a lot of people who do so much for this community and all communities of the city, and this is an opportunity for them to be here to honor the Guyanese community, but also for the community to get to know them and appreciate them. I'm going to call them out. I want you to warmly, warmly applaud for all of them. Our Deputy Mayor, Phil Thompson. Small Business Services Commissioner, Greg Bishop. Commissioner and Lieutenant Colonel, Commissioner of Department of Veteran Services, James Hendon. Our Chair of the City Planning Commission, Marissa Lago. My Senior Advisor and our Director of the Mayor's Office of Minority and Women-Owned Businesses, Janelle Doris. And the Executive Director for Office of Special Projects and Community Events, who played a key role in making sure this event happened, Melissa Brown. And elected officials who are here, we value and appreciate all they do for the community and the work we all do together. I want to welcome State Assemblyman Nick Perry. and State Assemblyman David Weprin. And the homeland is here with us, Guyanese. We are well represented here in the room, and an honor to have at Gracie Mansion your ambassador to the United States, the Honorable Riyad Insanali. And the Consul General to New York, the Honorable Barbara Atherley. So, everyone's crowded together. It's like having a reception in a subway car, right? So, Ambassador, Consul General, please accept our informality. It's the way we do things here. I'm going to be very quick and say this. So, there is a misconception. The misconception about New York City often is people from all around the world, they look at the pictures, they see the buildings, the monuments, the skyline, and so many people think that's New York City. That is a part of New York City. But what is actually the heart and soul and the value and the special, extraordinary thing about New York City is the people. The people. And why? Because every country sent their very best. Now, we believe in everyone. That is not a statement of the wrong kind of exceptionality. We love everyone of every kind. There is a political figure in America whose name I'm not going to use because I don't want to sully this. No, I said I'm not going to use it, damn it. Come on. Come on, don't harsh my buzz over here. There's a political figure who once alleged that some nations sent their worst or didn't send their best. I have the honor of really being in the communities of our city every single day. I know Guyana sent their best to New York City. He's got a theme here. I like it. And here's what we have to help everyone understand, not just about New York City, but about America. Our greatness is the people. If nations around the world sent their people, if their people escaped tyranny, if their people sought opportunity, whatever the motivation, we were given this blessing to take all of humanity and blend it together in one place. And then, is it any accident that we're the greatest city in the world? Think about it for a moment. The ideology out there that's fearful of us all being together actually is going to rob us of our potential for greatness. So if you say, is there any place on earth more diverse than New York City? No. Right. We are all here together. And we're the greatest. Doesn't that add up? Yes. We are the greatest for that reason. Now, some communities are renowned and been around for centuries, but there are other communities that are just beginning to get the recognition. And the Guyanese community is coming into its own. The Guyanese community is contributing more and more to New York City. It may not be the best known community, but more and more, this is one of the communities that is defining New York City. Whether it is culture or music or food or involvement in our democratic system, and especially in something I experience all the time, the public servants who serve this city, who come from this community. Anyone in this room a public servant? Raise your hand. Raise your hand, okay? A lot of people who give their all. We've got officers who serve us. Thank you, officer, very much. Thank you. People who bring themselves forward and give so much. And now, slowly but surely, and this 50th anniversary is so important for this reason, New York City is starting to wake up to another part of what we truly are. This is a time, a coming of age for the Guyanese community, a moment to finally get recognition that has been so long deserved. And when we decided to have this event, it was with the hope and the belief that it would educate people all over the city of all backgrounds to understand just how special this community is. Now, that said, there are people who do not want you to be recognized. Yeah, there are people who do not want you to be recognized. And I'm not going to name any specific political figures, but there are people who want you to be ignored. And the founding fathers of this nation made a decision long ago there would be a census every 10 years. And that was supposed to be the level playing field. That was supposed to be the opportunity to really figure out who we were. And those numbers being accurate speak volumes. When those numbers are flawed, they speak volumes the wrong way. Well, unfortunately, the history has been that people have never really been counted. I hope you're braced for this fact. Here in America, consistently, traditionally, our census undercounts people of color. It is part of how people of color are systematically devalued.
Especially Richmond Hill.
And so, we are not going to sit idly by and let people be devalued and ignored and uncounted, are we? Okay. There is, I want to make everyone, because everyone's going to be deputized in a moment. I'm going to deputize you too. There is no immigration question. Okay, that got struck down. There's still a lot of fear. The community is grievously undercounted, and this community and so many others lose, brothers and sisters, not millions of dollars, billions of dollars in federal aid to New York City. If our numbers do not reflect our people, we stand to lose billions of dollars. We stand to lose a seat in the House of Representatives. And you've seen how one vote can matter in our Congress. Or else we wouldn't have the Affordable Care Act anymore. One vote. One vote. So this is as serious as it gets. And it's all going to kick off in a few weeks. And everyone in this room has a chance to tell your family, your friends, your coworkers, the people you worship with, everyone in your community that this must happen. And they cannot live in fear. People who dislike you, people who disrespect you, people who devalue you want you to be afraid. You must respond to them with courage and strength. So everyone in this room, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I guarantee that the Guyanese community will be counted. Will be counted. Will be counted. 100%. Pastor Richmond, can I get an amen? All right. I think we've had enough of a formal program. I think everyone should continue to enjoy being together and the fellowship and the power and the just sense of sheer celebration after 50 great years. But we should end with a song, don't you think? Yeah. All right. So this is all. No, I'm not going to sing. You really don't want this to happen. So, no. Anything else I could do for you, you don't want that though. Okay. This is about pride, and we have a singer born in Guyana, but we're very pleased to call him a New Yorker now. He shares his Guyanese pride all over the city, and there's no better proof of that than this song. And I love a song that tells you exactly what it wants to tell you. The song is I Am a Guyanese. Now, let's welcome Adrian Dutchin.
Oh my Guyanese, how you feeling? We will be counted. Put your hand in the air. It's who I am. It's who I am. Hey, hey. Hands up, hands up. Oh my Guyanese, if you're proud. How many 50 years Guyanese? What's it? I am a Guyanese. I am a Guyanese. No matter where I be, I am a Guyanese. I am a Guyanese. I am a no matter where I be, I am a Guyanese. It don't matter where I be, I'm proudest to be me. I'll always represent, I'm always Guyanese. In every party, I represent. Inside the defense, I represent. Country people overseas, never deny your Guyanese. In the morning, I represent. In the evening, I represent. In the day, in the night, I tell you, anywhere you ain't got your flag, but put your right hand in the air. Oh my Guyanese, wave from left to right. I am a Guyanese, I am a Guyanese. No matter where I be, I am a Guyanese, I am a Guyanese, I am a Guyanese. No matter country. Six away in harmony. It's six away, six away. It's six away, six away. In every party, I rep it. Inside of the fete, I rep it. Country people overseas, never deny your Guyanese. In the morning, I rep it. In the evening, I rep it. In the day, in the night, I tell you, anywhere I go, I got my flag, my flag. Oh my God, these entertainers, my God, these people. Let me hear you sing. Guyanese, no matter where I be, I am a Guyanese. I ain't living USA, never living USA, never living USA. I say, help me sing this part. We are one people, one people, one destiny. Oh, you know it, you know it. Now I want to hear you say, 1, 2, 3. We are one people, one nation, one destiny. One people, one nation. I love you, my Guyanese people. Make some noise. One people, one nation, one nation. Any Guyanese over here, make some noise. One people, any Guyanese in the middle, make some noise. All my Guyanese, let me hear you say, I am a Guyanese, I am a Guyanese. No matter where I be, I am a Guyanese. I ain't living USA, I ain't living USA, I ain't living USA. I say, whip, everybody, hit the air, hit the air, hit the air. No matter where I be, I am a Guyanese, I am a Guyanese, I am a Guyanese. No matter where I be, I am a Guyanese. Listen, Mr. Mayor, you don't know to sing, but I can teach you. Come right here for me. Come right here. I just want you to say this. Say, I am a. And I bet you they know what to say. Say, I am a. I am a. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
It's okay. Come on, everybody's give it up for Adrian. Come on. Come on, you. You know what? I said I want to eat for breakfast what James Richmond's eating. Now I decide I want to eat for breakfast whatever Adrian's eating. That's good. Beautiful, beautiful. What is it? One nation? One people? One destiny. You think we could teach the United States of America that? One day, brothers and sisters, one day. Everybody, I said to Shirlane during the song, it felt like a house party in here, and she said, it is a house party. Because this is your house. Enjoy. God bless you all. Congratulations, everybody.